Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Sam from Viral Media Network. It's day 16 of the Civil Rights Movement Knowledge Cards. So welcome back. Here we go. This was for the Black History Month of February, but as I got busy in February, I didn't keep up with it, so here I am in March playing catch-up. I'm going to take the ones that we already pulled, see how there's one side that's a face. If you haven't, this is the last one we drew. Diane Nash. And on the other side is a little blurb about them. So I have I had flipped these over. See, here's the other side. There's Rosa Parks. We haven't picked Rosa Parks yet, and so here's all the other side. So I'm going to put all the 15 that we picked aside. And again, if you are unfamiliar, each day I pick a card from this deck, and we learn about that person or that moment. I shuffle it 3 times. And as you can tell, yet again, hitting you with a different angle and different scenery, I am on location at the Sharks. And it's a little noisy because they're moving the Zamboni in and out. So I might retake this, but we'll see. Anyways, slight noise, but nothing I can't fix in post, believe it or not. So I've shuffled 3 times. I always pick from the middle. And the deck is getting noticeably smaller with only with 15 cards out of it, now 16. Oh, it's upside down, and I think that's W.E.B. Du Bois. That is W.E.B. Du Bois. And like always, I got to put on my reading glasses to make sure I get all the words and the pronunciations right. Day 16, W.E.B. Du Bois. W.E.B. Du Bois died the night before March. W.E.B. Du Bois died W.E.B. Du Bois died the night before the March on Washington. At the dawn of the 20th century, announced NAACP head Roy Wilkins. His was the voice calling you to gather here today in the cause. Born 3 years after the end of the Civil War and slavery, Du Bois was a brilliant scholar, sociologist, educator, and novelist whose work revealed the damage wrought by poverty and racism, and establish an objective yet empathetic understanding of what it meant to be black in the United States. A founder of the NAACP in 1909, he was creator and editor of its magazine, The Crisis. In its pages, he demanded equality, justice, and respect for people of color, and galvanized African Americans who had been lulled by Booker T. Washington's post-Reconstructionist policy of accommodation to white America. The foremost leader of the Pan-African movement, Du Bois emigrated to Ghana 2 years before he died. Now, as I stated in some other, so thank you W.E.B. Du Bois for your contributions to the Civil Rights Movement. And as I noted in previous videos, this deck is mainly of the Civil Rights Movement of the 50s and 60s, and some of the 70s, of course. But, you know, obviously W.E.B. Du Bois was a pioneer of his time, one of the main founders of the NAACP, and really ahead of his time. I don't normally read the years of their life. I haven't on previous cards, but he was born in 1868 and died in 1963. So 1963 is like the height of what we think of as like the modern civil rights movement, right? And you have to think of like the arc of time that he saw, you know, for him to experience slavery. You know, he was of that generation that really saw it all. It's kind of like, this is a bad analogy because I hate to, you know, white-splain it and all this kind of stuff, but the way I see it is Generation X, my generation, we were the generation that were the bridge from analog to digital. We had analog as kids, but we were the first generation who really had to figure out digital and that shift. And so he was like that in the civil rights movement and the struggle and the fight for equality, right? The fight for freedom and equality of the black race and just minorities in general and ethnicities, non-white people of color, should I say? So W.E.B. Du Bois, we salute you. We salute you, and a pioneer and a very integral part of the civil rights movement and desegregation and the fight for rights of everybody. So thank you. And thank you for joining us. This is day 16 of the knowledge cards put out by the Library of Congress. Stay tuned tomorrow for day 17. We'll see you right here under the bleachers of the Shark Tank in San Jose, California. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. This is Sam from Fiverr Media Network. Check our channel out. Check out all our great playlists and videos. And we thank you so much for watching and joining me on this journey where we learn some things, we're reminded of some things we might already knew, looking at it at a lens from 2022. And hopefully in the comments you can put in your own opinions and experiences if you experience any of this. So thanks again for watching. We'll see you here tomorrow for day 17.